to this. It's a long way to the ground, all alone. Guess we played for what's been found. Different sides, but you know which one you're on. It's a ploy, it means nothing when you're gone. Don't blame me, my own sick grief, just not today. It's a waste of space for conversation and lessons lead the other way. It can't be changed, 'cause we are fighters. We're on this world tonight with the fire in our eyes. We are stronger, and we push harder. We're on this world tonight with the fire in our moment. All it takes is a moment. Is it fate that you came this far unbroken? If it's destiny, you wrote it. Focused, but you gotta be focused. Make or break, it's a last goodbye. They remember you for, they're calling your name. Go and take what's yours. Here, now, it's everything you've been dreaming about. There's a reason why you were chosen. This is your moment.
Welcome to Rock Around the Clock. Daily cloud gaming news live at the same time, Monday to Friday. But first, if you're new to the show, please subscribe and hit the bell. If you'd like to support the channel, why not hit the join button on the channel homepage and become a member of Team Rock? Hey, Thursday! Wow, where'd that week go? Hang on, gotta get it up really close. Yes, this is the BBC. It's not maybe too close. Guys, how are you? First and foremost, Crystal, my latest, newest member, has just upgraded to VIP. That is amazing. Thank you so much. I think I've only got 2 and you're one of them. Bless you. Oh, that's such amazing news to start the show off with. Hope you guys are well. Hope you're having a fantastic week. I'm getting ready to do some studio decorating. Haha! Watch this space behind. And it's not green screen either. Sorry, Alexa, stand down. Stand down, Alexa. Good girl. I don't know what she's trying to tell me, bless her. Yeah, so next week, that's going to look different behind. So, watch this space. Hang on, what's that? A little animal living there on my beard. Let me just get rid of... Oh, there it goes, a little bit of tissue paper. All good. It's Thursday. Now, is the day Thursday? Yes, it is. And is that the day that we do our cloud gaming news? It is. Because, of course, that's what we started off with. We started 3 odd years ago as a Stadia, as a Google Stadia channel, and then when they packed up their toys and went off, it became a cloud gaming channel. Now it's kind of next gen and cloud gaming with a whole healthy mix of chat and fun and stuff. So there you go. It's all good, isn't it? Lovely to see you, Miss Phoenix. Thank you very much indeed. Would there be supportive, suggestive posters of Ray? No. I can honestly tell you that Ray will not figure in my redecoration. And in any case, bless him, I've got to get the mother-in-law in to help me. She's my DIY guru, is Jude, my mother-in-law. And she'll need to come in and she will immediately chastise me for not buying enough materials for said job, because I think I haven't. But we'll do it. We'll get something sorted. Don't worry. We'll get it all sorted. It's all good. Exeter Chiefs hat on. They're playing in the quarter-finals of the European Heineken Champions Cup this coming Saturday. For all of you that are even slightly interested in rugby, I don't think I'm going. I usually get a message the day before saying, I've got a spare ticket, are you up for it? Which I normally am, but I haven't heard anything, so I probably am not. So let's have a quick look, a little run through. The old chat's on automatic. I'll turn that off a second. Happy Friday from Dorrigan. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Ray, of course, bless him. Always in and hugely appreciated. Crystal, our very latest VIP member. Thank you so much, Crystal. That's such a lovely thing to do. And Ray said, hit your thumb and put it up, which has got a hoit. But Crystal had already done this. What a gorgeous name Crystal is, by the way. There's some lovely names around at the moment in my life. There's a Holly, Crystal, Poppy, some lovely names. I love these little kind of 2-syllable names. My girls have all both got, no, actually one of them's got a 2-syllable, the other one's got a 3-syllable. But I'm a 2-syllable kind of guy. If truth be known, I do like my 2 syllables. Now, Phoenix is absolutely right when she says it's technically Friday because in the UK tomorrow it's a public holiday. I think they call it Good Friday. I don't know what's good about it. I mean, it's all about your man on the cross and everything. I don't think that was particularly a nice thing. And then we have Easter Sunday on Sunday. Obviously, this is for those of a Christian persuasion. Other faiths have different things. I think the Jewish have Passover, or have had Passover this week. And then on Monday, another bank holiday. It's a month of bank holidays. So we have I think it's just called Easter Monday. I don't think it's got a specific name. And it's really a day to get over the chocolate from the Sunday. But I am definitely streaming on Monday. I have a pass from my boss for that one. As for tomorrow, I'm not 100% sure. Something will definitely happen. It might be a rock around the block, a rock on the road, as I occasionally do. They're always fun anyway. From where and whence, I know not. Or it might just be me here, as per norm. But something's going to happen. I just haven't figured it out yet, but we'll get there. Vet! My dear friend Vet is in the house. How are you, brother? By the way, keep meaning to ask you, how's the broken arm thing? Because I haven't heard you mention it. Have you still got your cast on? Cast of thousands? I hope it's fine. I was looking at my wound from my op from last week. That's coming along a treat. Very happy. I'm going to have one of them man scars. When you're on the beach and people go, wow, look at him. He was definitely stabbed. Yeah, it was a huge saber. But I survived. And I saved the airport as well. Bruce Willis-like. Rockmouth, how are you, dude? I haven't seen you for a while. Took my niece and saw the Mario movie. What did you think? Everybody's talking about it except for me, because Mario... But having said that, Rockmouth, now that I am the proud owner of a Nintendo Switch, I guess I ought to become more Mario kind of focused. But it's tell me more about it, guys. Is it a pure animation, or is it one of those kind of Sonic semi-animation real life kind of things? Well, they're going down the Pixar route, with total animation but all CGI, or have they got real actors and Marios in it and stuff? I'm actually quite keen to know. I know it's been hugely successful. It's a proper crossover, is that one. And there's my friend Miss Phoenix. How are you? Hope you guys are all looking to a weekend of forwardness. I got a few words around the wrong way in there, but I saved it right at the end. I hope you're all looking forward to a weekend, because even if tomorrow is not a public holiday for you, it is in essence the final day of the week. It's the fifth day of the week that everybody can't wait for the sixth day of the week to arrive for. So that's going to be good, isn't it? I love you that much already. Oh, bless you, Crystal. I do love that name. It's a gorgeous name. Look, Ray is now saying hello to William, which means William has snuckered in and I missed him. Hello, where are you, William? I'm not seeing you. I've gone above there. SPG said, hi, Rock, if I'd have read it properly. Oh, bless him. Send my love and regards, my friend. I hope he's okay. I hope he's in a good space today. It's Good Friday because we aren't at work. Yes. Well, I'm not sure if I am, actually. No, I'm not. I know some of my guys are working Monday. It wasn't my choice. I want people to have their holidays. No, they're taking the following Friday off instead. But I don't know what we're doing Monday. I know... I think we're doing something tomorrow, which is why I'm not... Oh, I remember now. Yeah, it's come to me. We're going up to Bristol, which is about an hour and a half's drive from whence I live. It's my little niece's birthday. I think she's 14 years old, bless her. And they want to do trampolining and shopping in the mall, as girls do, and all that kind of stuff. But it'll be fun. So yeah, I may end up doing a rock on the road, on a motorway. Nothing amazing. I could show you what an English motorway looks like. It's not that exciting, I have to be honest with you. Vet says, I stopped using the plastic cast. Oh yeah, the VA provided me the day I went for a follow-up. I told them I wasn't using that thing. Arm is still injured, but I can use it for the most part. Can you do this, my friend? Can you do that? Because that's all you need to be able to do. That's all you need to be able to do. Ant, hello Ant, Rokk Show, with the hat on, indeedy. Okay, I see you, but I'm taking my granddaughter to see Mario today, but it's all CGI. Ah, right, okay. If I was to put a trailer on, I guarantee you, I would get at least a copyright strike, even without audio, and almost possibly taken down. I remember Clive and I, back in the day, we put up, I think we put on a Switch launch video Forget why now. I think we were talking about the history of Nintendo, and the show was pulled. It just instantly went. So I don't touch Nintendo stuff. It's too risky. School here, says Crystal, used to be off, but they're not anymore. So I'm keeping my son home on Friday and watching The Passion. Is that the one that Bruce? Oh, not Bruce. Oh, what's he called? Australian guy, Braveheart. Him. Is that the one that he made when it's all in the original language, which again has gone Americ? No, ain't that. Is that one? I think it's actually quite good if I remember rightly. Neil says, looking forward to the king of entertainment's review. What's he reviewing? Oh, the Mario film, yes. Yeah, he does do good reviews actually, and he's always fair. He could do with using a spell checker on his titles, mind you. That's not how you spell indicted. Sorry, my brain is everywhere today. Everywhere but in the right place. Winstar! Another one of our vets. How are you, my friend? I don't even know if that's correct. That's kind of a bit Elvis, isn't it? My apologies. I've never been in the forces, so it's a pretend one. You know what I'm saying. Good morning, Rock and Chat. William, how are you doing? Mel Gibson. Thank you, my friend. That was the fella. He's not a big fan of the English, is young Mel, I have to say, sadly. Because I'm a big fan of Mel. I loved him in Braveheart. And what was the film Gallipoli? That was, I think, one of the first big major movies he made. He also did a great film with the guy who was married to Madonna, whose name also escapes me. I'm definitely not firing on all cylinders today, guys. My apologies. But it was Freedom! Exactly, William. Freedom! Do you know, this is a claim to fame. I actually saw that movie for the first time in a cinema in Hawaii. It's true. We vacating down in vacationing even. I think it was about 1995. Or was it 2005? No, it was definitely 1995, 96. And we'd been on an amazing holiday. We'd flown into San Francisco from London, and we spent some time there. Did Alcatraz and Wharf. Wharf, isn't that the dude from Star Trek? Fisherman's Wharf, and then we flew over to Hawaii and we spent some time there. That was amazing. And then we went up to Vancouver in Canada. So it was literally hotter, quite cold. But it was just an amazing holiday. Guy Ritchie? No. Guy Ritchie was definitely married to Madonna, my friend. But way before then was Sean somebody, and I've forgotten his last name. A real kind of James Dean intensive actor. Sean Penn, I believe. Thank you. Clive was straight in there. Look, it's Clive's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute royalty. Your Lord Kensal is in the house. Absolutely. Thank you. So, yeah, Sean Penn did a movie with Mel Gibson fairly recently, within the last 5 years, all about the kind of writing of I think it's the Oxford Dictionary. Certainly the first big, massive collection of dictionaries, because back in those days you'd have like a huge Encyclopedia Britannica. It was just like books and books and books. But it's a really good movie. It's a true story as well, and Sean Penn plays an American who is imprisoned in England for, I believe, murder. I think it turns out that he's mentally unbalanced, and it was kind of a thing these days would be recognised as part and parcel of being schizophrenic or something. But he helps Mel Gibson, who is a Scottish professor in the movie, to write the dictionary. Now, it sounds really boring, but I promise you it's not. It's a really well-acted, well-written movie. So I like Mel. He just doesn't like us very much. King of Content and Entertainment says, Rokk Show. Yes, and I'm always messing up something. I need a publicist, my friend. Do you know what? I wouldn't embarrass you in public and point it out. I wouldn't do that. It's just between you and me. I tell you what, paste it into the DM. When you're putting your title together and you're not sure, paste it into my DM, and I used to be a proofreader. I'll sort it out for you. No worries. On the house, my friend, because you're a chum. Right. It's good to see you, Clive. Thank you so much for popping in, my friend. I hope you're keeping well with your mid-journey, your mid-journey selfies that I keep seeing. Shall we? Because it is Thursday and Cloud Gamey Day, we can do one or two things, guys. We can go straight over to the news and we'll have a look at GFN Thursday. We'll have a look at what free games are on the Epic Store, and we'll have a look and see what's on Cloud Dosage today. We've got a bit of time, so we're good for time. Or I can spin up the wheel and we'll get the members game out the way. What do you reckon? What would you like to do? What would be your favoured choice? So don't forget, today's the last members only PC game winning spin of the wheel. Tomorrow, if I'm here, we open it out to subscribers. Crystal wants the wheel. It is fun, I have to say, Crystal. I think that's a good choice. As a VIP member, you absolutely trump everybody else's opinions, even though you are getting support here. Dorrigan is suggesting the same, so that's cool. We'll head over to the Wheel of Fortune. Here we go. Here we are. This is my chill music. I love this. Can we talk about the Sony handheld? Yeah, you can do. I've seen it skittering around Rockmouth, but I haven't done the research. I know Ant did a drive-by VOD talking about it. What I have seen about it, I mean, we can look at it in the news and we can look at it together if you like. I'm just a tad concerned that they're skipping cloud gaming, or at least that's the rumour, because it's still kind of rumour land, isn't it? You know what I mean? Jumping in to say hi, my brother. Well, how are you, Brandon? I hope you're well, my friend. I caught the glimpse of a DM from you just as I was going live. I didn't get a chance to read beyond the word X-ray, but I hope you're well and I'll properly read it, my friend, as soon as the show ends. And yeah, I was literally pressing to go live, so apologies for that, and I hope you are well. Let's start with who is going to win today. So we'll get the old members wheel out. Here we are. Yeah, good. Okay, so you're watching the red wheel above my head, and specifically the grey triangle over there, and we'll see who's going to win. I tell you what, though, before we spin it, let me just shuffle it about. You'll watch the names all shuffle around, randomly placing themselves. We'll do a few shuffles just to make it as random as we possibly can. Right, and before we do that, there's a big important message here from Ant, who says, "Hey Rokk." Yes, Ant. "I just wanted to add about seeing movies in a different country. I got to see Law-Abiding Citizens in Jamaica. Wow, a few days before it came out in the States, and it was cool. I did definitely, it's a whole other experience, my friend, isn't it? So when we were watching Braveheart in Hawaii, which incited tears aplenty, because I'm a big old softy, as you know, and I love a weepy, and I really felt for, I mean, it's almost completely fiction, let's just put that out there. There's very little about that story that's true and factual, but I thought it was a great, in the kind of Gladiator style of powerful movies that really get the blood boiling. The most amazing thing for me, being in a completely different country, albeit obviously a state of America, was the audience participation, which I had not experienced in a very sedate English cinema. Actually, it's not so much the same. If you go to some of the larger urban areas, I have been to the cinemas in London, for example, and you do tend to get a little bit of whooping going on there that you don't get down here in very rural Devon, where I live. But in this cinema, all I could hear was, "Go get 'em, white boy! Go kick ass, man!" I was thinking, whoa, hang on a second, what's going on? It's kicking off in the cinema. I found it very strange. That other trip, the same trip, and another thing that we did, which is also hugely moving, even stays with me to this day, was our visit to Pearl Harbor. I was not prepared for how moving that would be. I mean, I knew the story, obviously. I knew that, you know, this was essentially a national monument, a graveyard. But what I didn't expect was to walk out across a gantry and see these hulks, these sunken ships, just beneath beneath the surface of the water, like great ghosts, like great grey ghosts, knowing that a lot of the guys who lost their lives are still there. They were left there as out of respect. And there's oil still bubbling up from these boats. That was hugely moving. Hugely. Lord Gaming Man says, Rokk, go to an IMAX Dolby Vision in AMC, new one in Florida. Oh my God, they add a box there. Wow. Yeah, I went to a Dolby, actually, funny enough, up in Canada. My other foreign cinema story. A completely different crowd, more English than American, and very sedate. It was a great experience. I think it was a documentary about space and NASA and stuff. But it was so sweet because right behind us there was a row of school children who'd obviously been brought by their teacher. And I got chatting to them, as I do, and they were really interested to find out about where I came from, and the kids were fascinated. And the sweetest thing ever, the teacher said to me, we've got friends in Birmingham. I don't know if you know them. And she gave me their names. I thought, oh, that's so sweet. Little did she know that Birmingham is the second largest city in the country. There are several million people living there, but it was cute, and sadly I didn't. But I did go, I'll finish this off, we'll get on with the wheel. On a separate trip some years later, my wife and I were in Disney, is it Disneyland in Florida or Disney World? One of the two. And I was bent down doing my shoes up, my shoelaces. This is true. And I heard somebody saying, it is him. And this is, don't get me wrong, this is not a content creator's ego story. And I looked up, and there was the wife of my cousin with my niece, a niece, not the one I'm celebrating birthday tomorrow with. And bizarrely, they were on holiday. I knew not that they were there. And what's even weirder, wilder, is that turns out they were staying in the same hotel as us as well, which wasn't even a Disney property. It was a roadside motel or something. Wow, mind-blowing. So there you go. There's Rokk's holiday stories for Thursday. Let's spin this darned wheel, shall we? Here we go. Woohoo! The wheel spinneth. The wheel spinneth. The wheel taketh away. Let's see who we're going to get then, as it makes its way gently in an anti-clockwise way. Actually, it's a clockwise way. It's just the way my brain works. Here we go. It's starting to slow. Chan and Koala, who are actually one and the same. He's already won twice in a row. That was funny. So up past Christopher Torres, War Master. Rudig's won yesterday. You can't win twice in a row. Keep going. Could it be Barkley? Or could it be Queen Rage, who renewed her membership yesterday? Oh, bless. That's poetic justice. Not yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday, wasn't it? Oh, lovely. Queen Rach won. That's so sweet. She literally, I don't know if you guys, I don't know if it was yesterday or Monday, but Queen Rach has been a member for 2 years and 2 months, which is absolutely astounding. Bless her, she's so lovely. So I'm so pleased. That's a lovely win for Queen Rach. So let's see what game we can get her. I hope we get her Horizon Zero Dawn, the complete edition. It's been sat there forever. Somebody's got to win it. Let me shuffle the games. There are 93 games in the pot. Let's give it a wheel spin and see what we've got here. And Vet has just renewed, bless you, my friend, he's just renewed membership. He's been a member for 18 months, a year and a half. Massive round of applause. Thank you so much, my friend. Clive, who's also in the house, he's been a member for over 2 years as well. Absolutely fantastic. Let's give it a spin and see what game we can get to Queen Rach for later. In New York, I believe, is where she's based. Let's go. I don't know if you can hear my music anymore. Can you hear my disco-y theme? Sort the music out so you guys can hear it again. You can. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Crystal. Right, let's have a look. Here we go. Starting to slow. Where is Horizon anyway? Let me see if I can... I really, really hope. Oh, I can't see it. But she's getting very close to choose your own game, which is a good one. But I think it's going to stop on Grow, Song of the Something, or Hypon Space Outlaw. It's Grow's Song of the Evertree. That sounds like a lovely game, doesn't it? Let me just make a little note here on this piece of tree so that I don't forget. Song of the Evertree. Lovely. I will get that over to her as soon as the show finishes. Wowzer. That's cool. Thank you, guys. Let me transition across. There we go. Right, now then, let's get on with the news. How much time we got? Oh, we got plenty. We got gizmos and gadgets aplenty. Where are we? Let's go over to Simple Larry. Here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce those of you that are new to the show to Simple Larry. Simple Larry, of course, is a laptop. Why is he simple? Well, back in the day, he was very much more 3D at a weird angle and all sorts of stuff going on. And then the plugin broke. I had to make a simple version. So this is he, bless him. And this is where we're going to get a look at the news today. So we're going to start with our friends at Cloud Dosage, Jack and MM2K, plus a plethora of authors as well. So we've got some GeForce Now news. We won't look at that here because that will be next up. We're going to have a proper look at that and have a look and see what our friends at GFN are offering out. But Boosteroid have got 6 new games landing, which of course means that you have access to 6 more games within Steam, Epic and GOG. I think there are some other places as well, but those are definitely the big ones. Update, it says up here. Update, 6th of April. 2 new games have additionally been added to Boosteroid. Endling Extinction is Forever. Well, that's true. I mean, you know, it's there. It's there in the title, isn't it? It is. Extinction is Forever. And, well, actually not necessarily, because, you know, if you've read Michael Crichton's Jurassic Park or seen the movie, you know, there is potentials to you know, take the DNA, but you've got to have a host animal. This is the problem, you see. So you could take a Tyrannosaurus Rex DNA if you could find it. Where could you find it, Rokk? That's the thing, you see. It could be in the matter of an insect encased in amber, which is actually the gooey stuff that comes out, the sap that comes out of a tree, and it comes down and traps the insect, and then it turns into that amazing crystallized object. So the book says what you could do is crack it open, get the little insect, get a mosquito who's been flying around and absorbing the blood of dinosaurs millions of years ago, and you take the blood and you find the DNA and you inject it into something that's going to be a host. And here's the problem: you don't inject it. You kind of you do some stuff with the host animal's eggs and things. Problem is, there ain't many dinosaurs left. Do you know what the closest thing to a dinosaur is on Earth these days? It's a bird. Birds are the closest thing to dinosaurs, believe it or not. And you're right, woolly mammoths. They've had a crack at the old woolly mammoths, although they've yet to actually get anywhere with doing it. They've found some amazing DNA up in the tundra of Siberia and eastern Russia, very cold, in the permafrost, which, by the way, is melting as we speak. And that ain't going to be good. It's releasing thousands of tons of carbon dioxide that was trapped underneath the ice and the permafrost. But anyway, that's what they're going to be doing. And I don't know, do you leave it alone? Is there any point in bringing them back, really? Is there? I don't think so. I say, take more time looking after the animals that already exist. That's what I say. Stop them from becoming extinct. Don't spend all your effort and money in trying to revive animals that, for whatever reason are no longer with us. Go and keep the orangutans from disappearing and the little special tree frogs in the Amazon that could have the cure for cancer and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Vet has gifted Rokk Show memberships. Thank you so much, brother. I wonder who's going to be the recipient of Vet's memberships. Thank you so much, mate. The last time somebody gifted a membership, it went to one of my other YouTube channels. And he's done another one as well. Oh, bless you, bro. It does pop up at some point. Has Meg become a recipient? I can't see that. Oh, that would be fantastic. Or has Meg just popped in to say hello, which is just as fantastic, because she is an absolutely awesome. Oh, Kel has been gifted. That's cool. Meg is an absolutely awesome. Oh, there's Meg. There she is. Was gifted a membership. Oh, bless. She's an awesome, awesome, awesome streamer. She is. She's fantastic. There are sadly, very few lady streamers, content creators in at least in my firmament, and which there should be way, way more. But definitely Meg and Miss Phoenix and Queen Rach and Crystal. I believe, Crystal, you do some content creating, don't you? I did have a look at your channel. But we need more. We absolutely need more. And half the reason why so many of them don't is because of the kind of tradition of toxicity towards ladies, which, don't get me started. Don't get me started anyway. Meanwhile, back at Boosteroid, just starting out. Guys, make sure you follow Crystal. I mean, I think, Crystal, put your channel name in the chat and I'll okay it if it gets banned, because I know in the chat it's hard. If you click on it, all you get is the option to block people. But if you pop that down in there, we'll highlight it. I'll make sure if it's been eradicated by a bot that it's visible, or anyone else who is a moderator like Ray can make sure that it's visible, and definitely get that out. And please, guys, go and keep an eye on Crystal's channel. She's just starting out. She needs our support and our love, so let's do that. Anyway, Boosteroid's got a few games. Moving on. Xbox cloud gaming titles for April. Yeah, there's a few good ones in here, actually. Let's have a little pee-pee-poos. Loop Hero. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with Loop Hero. Looks like a sort of retro 8-bit RGB thingy-mabby-bob. As of yesterday, Loop Hero is now available to play on the cloud via Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. My Xbox Game Pass Ultimate comes up for renewal soon. It's a good old thing, isn't it? I think I'll renew it. It's an indie rogue. Oh, it's a roguelike. You know my thoughts on them roguelikes. I'm not a fan of the old roguelikes. Oh, there you go. It's at C. Let me get it up on the screen. Here we go. Crystal's channel. So you want all the YouTube stuff. YouTube.com/at CSURETT, which is Charlie Sierra Uniform Roger Echo Tango Tango. Ah, you see. Please, please, please. I actually think I'm fairly certain I did subscribe the other day. But please go and subscribe and give us some love and support, guys. It's very, very important that we look after each other. Did I just see Rudix? There's Rud. Ah, there he is. It's Vet Santa Gaming. How are you, dude? Rudix won yesterday, guys. How was the game? Have you had a chance to have a peep at it yet, my friend? Reaver the Beaver's arrived. Hey, hey, hey. Just popping in to say hi. Have a great stream. Oh, bless you, my friend. Military Phonetics. I think, am I going to be brave enough to do the whole thing? Let me go. Alpha Bravo, Charlie Delta, Echo Foxtrot, Golf Hotel, India Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike November, Oscar Papa, Quebec Romeo, Sierra Tango, Uniform Victor, Whiskey X-Ray Yankee, Zulu. Ha ha! And I know I'm a 24-hour clock as well. 1400 is 2 o'clock, of course. 1700 is 5 o'clock. I see, I'd be all right. I'd be a survivor of the zombie apocalypse. Al is here as well. You! How are you, Al? Good to see you, dude. He never looks happy in his avatar, but he's a really happy, smiley person in real life. And a great friend of the channel. So great to have you here, my friend. So, Loop Hero, Iron Brigade, not sure what this one is. Iron Brigade's a third-person shooter developed by Double Fine Productions. It's set during an alternate history of World War I. I quite like those alternate history things, where players control a group of soldiers known as Mobile Trench Brigade, who must defend humanity. Of course, I'm a little bit close to my heart, really, the old World War I, because my dear old granddad, whose nickname was Rocky, by the way, it's partly where it comes from. He was gassed. He was fighting in the trenches at Ypres, got gassed, came out, got well, went back again. Bless. And he saved a young lad's life, a German boy, who he came across in a trench and who was scared out of his wits and thought that was the end for him. And my granddad recognised he couldn't have been any older than 15. He was clearly too young. And he saved his life and took him back, became a prisoner. But, you know, he would have been looked after rather than do the obvious thing that some people would have done. Bless him. Ghostwire. Now, I tried playing this on PlayStation. And I downloaded it as well, because it was also free there. Although I believe I'm right in saying that on Xbox there's additional content. I found, even having downloaded it, there was kind of a bit of a latency thing going on. And I couldn't get on with it at all. So I'm actually quite keen to give it a go on Xbox and see if it's any different. So, oh look, Minecraft Legends. Oh, I'll definitely give that a shout. Nice one. Anyway, them's your Xbox games that are coming out in the near future. I'm sure there will be many, many more. Game Pass is going to lose 6, that's fair enough. And that's all of that. Right, let's get over with Simple Larry and have a quick look at the old GeForce Now. So here is GeForce Now, as you guys know, I am indeed a GeForce Now ambassador. And that's really because I do believe in the platform. But having said that, I'm not exclusively going to be promoting them. As you guys know, right now I'm in the middle of an Amazon Luna kick. I'm loving it. But for different reasons. And that's the key thing I'm always saying to people. With cloud gaming, it's a little bit like motor cars. Bit of a rubbish analogy, but different people have different needs, don't they? Some people need a pickup because they're taking logs and things around, or the dog to the fair, or what have you. Some people like a small little Nissan, little tiny Micra, because they're little tiny people and they just want to get to tiny places. And other people, they want a huge SUV because, hey, they feel big. Different folks, isn't it? And it's the same in cloud gaming platforms. There's different things for different folks. So let's find out what our friends at NVIDIA have got to tell us. It says it's got a reading time of 2 minutes, but as Clive's in the house, I won't read it because he gets upset when I do that. He doesn't like me reading stuff. He wants me to embellish. He wants me to have pre-read it and embellish it. And to be fair, I have, because I get sent this in an email 2 days before we actually are allowed to talk about it. But it don't matter none. So lots of stuff about mobile gaming this week on GeForce Now. A lot of people forget. It's not just about firing it up on your telly, on your TV, or on your PC. You can fire it up on your Steam Deck. Which is, that's not a Steam Deck, that's a Kishi. Am I correct in saying a Kishi? But you can indeed get it on a Steam Deck with a bit of effort at the moment. I think the last time I had one, you had to kind of do a little bit of install that and do this and press that and play a bit of that and save that, and it worked. But you can do it. And of course you can play it on your phones as well. We all know this, guys, don't we? They're just reminding us. There you go, Razer Kishi. I was right. But most importantly, what are the new games coming to GeForce Now? Because they don't get as many as we'd like, let's be honest. Let's have a little look and see, shall we? Neil says, he's a good friend of the show, I play GeForce Now on mobile with a Stadia controller 80% of the time, very smooth. Neil, do you play with your Stadia controller as a Bluetooth controller, or do you connect it up with a USB-C? Because I have mixed with Bluetooth and Stadia controllers, where I think it's okay on the Chromecast, but I tend to get mixed with other devices. But I would have thought with a thick old USB lead, it's probably good as anything. So here we go. We've got 7 titles released this week. Road 96. I tell you what we'll do, guys. We'll run through and then we'll have a very quick look at these. Yeah, he's bought a tiny wire. So you mean in terms of length, so it just runs into the... Yeah, brilliant. And do you use the little claw thing? I've got one around here somewhere. I bought one off of Eddie many years ago. Young Eddie, the Brazilian. He very cleverly, very entrepreneurially had some manufactured with Stadia logo and stuff. I bought one off of him and had it shipped from the States. But I'm not much of a mobile gamer. Yeah, a nice mount by Orsley. Oh yeah, they do a good one, don't they? A tiny wire. Talking of tiny wire, we got rid of that doll's house yesterday. Oh, guys, that thing sat in our hallway, blocking the front door and the downstairs cloakroom all night long because they never came to get the freaking doll's house. But they did come today, bless them, and they took it away, and they took away some of the little bed and the little kitchen that had, it was lovely. So my daughter is going to get the funds for that. She's going to get about $25 is what they paid for that massive doll's house. But here's the thing. In moving the doll's house, behind it, there were some Build-A-Bear bears, as you would expect, little Build-A-Bears. But there was a 1080p monitor on a stand, which actually I could find very useful because I can mount it below my camera. So although I look at the camera, I've got a little screen to the side of the camera so I can see me. I can see that I'm active. I could put a full screen below it, and then I don't have to look over here to read the chat. I can do it in front of me. I was very excited, very excited. But the downside, and this is where it comes full circle with Neil's lead story, is I can't find the power lead. I can't find it anywhere. I've got this monitor with an arm that you can rotate it around and fix it on the desk and everything, but I can't plug it in. So I may have to buy a replacement lead for it, but that's okay. That's all good. It didn't cost me. Good day, Adam Rouster. How are you, my friend? I hope you're well. Adam, just in time. We're just reviewing the games that are launching this week on GeForce Now. So, Road 96 Mile Zero, new release for Steam. I'll look in a second. Meet Your Maker, another one released on Steam. Terrascape, Steam. Curse of the Sea Rats, Steam. Raven's Watch, Steam, they're all Steam. Supplice and Teardown, or Teardown. I'm going to guess it's Teardown. So, oh yeah, one other little thing. If you are a free member, free members can now claim, so you don't even have to have a paid subscription, you can claim a Marvel's Midnight Sun reward. Just go to the rewards portal. If you go to blogs.nvidia.com, by the way, you can click on the links and stuff. Go to the rewards portal to claim Captain Marvel's medieval Marvel suit. Say that one 5 times fast by Saturday, so get in quick. By Saturday, May the 6th. Oh, you're all right, you got a month. Don't rush, plenty of time. Stay there, just put your feet up. Righty-hoey, let's go back and have a quick look at these games. We'll have a look at each of these very quickly and see if they're worth investing in. Here we are. General mature content. Well, we'll say yes, but I'm sure there won't be in this stream. I don't know that Road 96, what is it? It's a prequel to Road 96. Oh, it's a different art style, though, to Road 96. I mean, a hugely different art style, if I remember rightly. That's interesting. A sequel to Road 96, playing Zoe and Kato, where it all started. I started Road 96, but I have only played a few hours. I'm sure it is available on Xbox Game Pass. I must go back and check it out. Gary, how are you, my friend? Hi, Rokk. Are these games on video? Are they free on Steam? No, they're not free, my friend. But we will look at the prices. So just 1 second. We're going to come down and have a look at this one. Now, these are in UK prices. So add 30%, give or take. So about $13, $14 for this one. Road 96 Mile Zero. It's only just released, but it has had 181 mostly positive reviews. So that's not a bad thing to go on. Road 96 was actually quite a good game from memory, but this is... anyway, look, we don't want to spend too much time. We've got a load to look at. So there's your first one. So yeah, what it means, Gary, is that if you own the games, you can play them on GeForce Now with or without a paid subscription. So GeForce Now is the only cloud gaming platform that allows you to play forever free, but I highly recommend paying, because the free tier is not a great experience. It's not a good, it's not good for upselling the paid tiers. So you have there's a video, by the way, on my channel. It's now a little bit out of date because it came, put it out before they updated to the ultimate tier, which is the 4080 GPU. But it gives you a bit of a feel. The free one, as I say, it's okay, but you often are in a queue. The bit rate and the quality is a bit clunky. But when you just pay a little bit and go up to the next tier, boom, massively better. Queues of 86 people plus. Yeah, Dorrigan's not had great experiences lately, guys. He's a bit bitter, but he's a lovely fella, so I don't mind. And, you know, as we said at the outset, different experiences. And the unfortunate thing about Cloud, and in Dorrigan's most recent video, he does really stress this. The problem with Cloud is that different people, even in the same town, can have different experiences because it relies on so many factors. How good your broadband is, how many other people in the household are using it at the time you're trying to play, how many people down your street that are using the same line, the same cable, are, you know, plugging it up and taking all of your bandwidth, how far you are from the nearest server. So many different factors. Whereas, of course, if you install a PlayStation or an Xbox, you input the game in, you're playing it locally, it's pretty much guaranteed to be the same experience. The only thing that changes is how far you are from the screen and how good your screen is. Other than that, it's pretty much the same experience. So he makes a really good point. However, when it's good, it is very, very good. Meet Your Maker. Let's have a very quick look. If you say that fast, it sounds like Meet Your Maker. Yes, of course I was born in 1910, a completely useless way of filtering out people that are too young. So Meet Your Maker is a post-apocalyptic first-person building and raiding game where every level is designed by the actual players. That's an interesting take, isn't it? So you can play on your own, or you can go in with a bunch of mates, outposts full of traps and guards, then gear up for methodical, fast-paced combat raiding other players' creations. Got a feeling this is also available. Where did I see this? I've seen this elsewhere recently. Is it on Xbox or PlayStation as a free-to-play? I forget now. Any road up. It's been out a couple of days. It's had 768 very positive reviews. So it's doing really, really well. You're looking at a thick end of $30, about $29 for that one. But it does look good if you buy it on Steam. But check out the other platforms, guys. I should really go and see if it's elsewhere, but we ain't got a lot of time. Meet Your Maker is free on PS Plus. Thank you, Dorrigan. I knew I'd seen it somewhere for free to play. And I had a little look at it, but I didn't play it. But I did think it was a good concept. So you kind of make everything. You make really kind of, you know, hard maps and things. And then other people have to raid those maps within a certain time, and kind of get your loot and things, so you can make really devilish and really tricky maps. It's a great idea. Of course, if you build them, it could take a long time to build them, but once they're built, I mean, I suppose then they know the blueprint, don't they? It looks interesting. Yeah, I think it's quite a good idea, isn't it, Anne? It's a creative idea. I do love to see where they're not going down the whole roguelike or the battle royale, or, you know, the Souls and all those kind of, all the looky-likey games. They're trying something a little new, which is cool. Elsewhere, Terrascape. Now then, Terrascape. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? In Terrascape, you build your own dream city. Each pack of cards offers different buildings and ways to expand your kingdom. So are these like random cards? Are they, like in Marvel's Midnight Suns? Or how does that work, I wonder? Anyway, it's only been out a day, and they've had 34 positive reviews. So early days. Oh, bless them, look. It's only £8. It's a $10 game. Oh, bless. That's cute. It does look pretty, though. So if you like a nice, chilled, world-building game, this looks like the kind of thing. But what's interesting is this piece about the cards. So I don't know if these are random cards or how you get these cards, but if you place them in a way to create your town. So yeah, that's worth a little look. Anyway, it's on GeForce Now, and it's only going to set you back about $10, which I think is some positive reviews. I think that's actually pretty good value. Let's give that a go. Curse of the Sea Rats. Oh, look, it's a little side-winding, ratty, cartoony thing. This is cute. It's only had one review. Oh, it's only just come out today, in fairness. Embark on an epic, hand-animated. Wow. Do you know, I was thinking to myself, we had a look yesterday, didn't we, at that old ancient animated game. The names I've completely forgotten. I'm not having a great day today, guys. My sincere apologies. I forgot what it was called. But yeah, you can really see when the animation's been hand drawn and hand painted, and I love to see that. I'd love to see a revival in hand painted, hand drawn animation. I know that there's been a resurgence of the kind of claymation, you know, the one frame at a time movement stuff recently with the Pinocchio film, for example. But I'd love to see a return to that old sort of old hand-drawn original Disney stuff, and the stuff they did for things like an American Tail. Remember that one? Somewhere out there. What a beautiful little film that was. All hand-drawn and gorgeous. I'd love to see that. Yeah, but you have only until April the 12th to get it. Oh, yeah, good shout, Gary. Thanks for spotting that, my friend. Just a few days, guys. And this one here, look, same again. At this moment, it's £15.29. It's going to go up to £17 in about 7 days. So if this one does take your fancy, it does look quite cute, I think. There's a bit of battling going on. I wouldn't want to... What's its rating? Let's have a little look. Where do we see what its R rating is? I'm sure it does say somewhere. Anyway, Major Aventura Indie Dev Day 2022. Cute. Love it. What did the one review say? Wow. I'm just surprised how good this game is. It has a bit of a slow start, but once you kill the second boss, that's where the fun begins. Pro tip, use the tribal Indian-looking mouse. Her range ability is the best. It's like watching a cartoon movie with lots of nice animations, great story plot, 4 unique characters to choose from, lots of unique abilities, and each character is of a different class. Does sound good though, doesn't it? How much is that one? I'm quite smitten by this. Look at the beautiful animation. Look at that. Proper old school hand-drawn animation. That's a beautiful art that we really don't want to lose, do we? We don't want to see that disappear. Raven's Watch, we'll whip through these last 3. Raven's Watch, did we not see this was on Xbox as well right now? I think it is, isn't it? Fallen Heroes of Old Folk Tales. Now, is that Tales of Old Folk? You know, like the sort of ones that I give you about trips to Hawaii and stuff. Or is it Old Folk Tales? I think it might be Tales of Old Folk. That one's only come out today. It's had 11 positive reviews already. It's very much a Diablo-looking game, isn't it? It's a top-down kind of perspective-looking thing, and very popular as well right now. So it is a roguelike, not my favourite of all the genres. I don't like the whole die once, get sent back to the beginning. Not a bad old price, goes up in 7 days. So it's currently about $18, $19. That's going to go up to about $20 in a week or so, but that looks pretty good if that's your thing. Supplice has frequent violence or gore, so you know, not for everybody. We won't. We'll have a quick look at the pickies. Very old school looking though, isn't it? It's kind of got a Doom or a Quake vibe to it. Indeed, it says it's inspired by the mid-90s FPS glory days, the legendary Doom modding community. You know, and I've seen this again elsewhere of late. 10 reviews, 10 positive reviews. It's only come out today. I should imagine there you go. It's about just under £11, discounted for 7 days. So you're looking at about $13, and it's going to go up to about $15 if you love your retro. But don't forget, you can get Doom very cheaply, the original Doom, as well as Doom 64, I think it is. Rouster's not a huge rogue. No, I'm really not, my friend. Curse of the Sea Rats is $18 USD. Thank you, my friend. That's useful to know. I think there was one more. Let's have a looky poos at Teardown for GeForce Now. Oh, this looks like a reverse building game. Prepare the perfect heist in this simulated and fully destructible voxel world. Oh, I love those destructible voxels. Tear down walls with vehicles or explosives. Look at him go. Look, he's on fire. Oh, this is one for the boys. Tear down walls with vehicles or explosives to create shortcuts. Stack objects to reach higher. Now, isn't this... Use the environment too. There was a game, 2022. Excuse me. I remember seeing the trailer for this back in the day and thinking, what a fantastic idea. You actually have to kind of create access for your team to get to the safe. And then you can go through, I think that's how it works. If it's the same game that I'm thinking of. Now, it's been out for a year. But of all the reviews, 63,664 views, overwhelmingly positive. It actually looks like a really fun game. It's the kind of game, you know, when you're a kid and you've built your... I don't know if you had Airfix in the States. You've built your model plane, the plastic kit. This is what we did, by the way. It may have been different in other parts of the world. So we would spend days building a lovely little Spitfire or a Messerschmitt and painting it and stuff. And then we'd set fire to it and throw it in flames. It's that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying. They've just bumped the price up on Teardown. You're joking. It was £18 a month ago. Sale price of 14. Oh, wow. Well spotted, Neil. Anyway, may well give it a go. Yeah, was that because it was... Yeah, no, you're saying it was 18 at full price. Why would they go up other than they've suddenly been told it's on... I wonder if it's a cynical thing because it's just suddenly appeared on GeForce Now. Oh, look, there's Team Rock member Jem. Jem wants this game. Jem has popped this on their wish list. There you go. That's cool, isn't it? Oh, look, I've got £5.45 in my wallet. And that's burning a hole in its pocket. That was it, wasn't it, guys? That was it for GeForce Now. Right, where are we? We've got 1 minute to go. Let's pop across, have a really quick look at the free games on Epic Store. So you can now go and claim these this very, very minute. All we got to do is set up a free Epic account. And these games are free. And although I don't remember seeing them on the GeForce Now list, they often do appear there. They try and collaborate with Epic and make sure that at least one of their free games will appear on GeForce Now. But look at this. Just look at this. Honkai, I think that's how you pronounce it. Impact 3. This one's free. If you love your anime, your manga-looking RPGs, this is the one for you. Honkai Impact 3D, or Third, I should say, is an anime action RPG game and playable for free. So why is it free if it's free? Across platforms. In a world corrupted by Honkai, brave girls lead a fledgling resistance of Valkyries. You will guide Valkyries with different equipment and strategies to protect the world. I don't know why. Why if it's free? If it was free and it was free, why is it free as a free game? I don't know, but it is. Who knows? Also free. Am I looking at the free games? I was looking at the free games. Sorry, guys. I'm an Egypt. Here we go. Smite is the free game. Whoops. Yes, I just picked them up. You need to look at next week's. I do. I'm sorry, my friend. Smite is the free game today. And I think it's... Anyway, join 35 plus million players in Smite, the battleground of the gods. Wield Thor's hammer. Poor old Thor, he's getting hammers all over the place. Turn your foes to stone as Medusa, or flex your divine power. It's one of 100 plus mythological icons. Ooh, become a god. I don't know that I want to. It's another one of those, isn't it? That's got add-ons. So you get in there for free and all of a sudden it's 48 quid for this and 31 quid for that and $12 and $15 and I'm not into all that stuff. Plus I'm not a multiplayer kind of guy. I loves my little privately solo games. However, if that's your thing, go and grab yourself some Smite. The other one was, I thought it was coming this week, but anyway, it's a Save Now DLC thing for World of Warships. So, not the best week for free stuff, but nonetheless, I do like the look of Star Trek Resurgence, by the way. Being a bit of a Trekkie, or Trekker, this looks quite good, doesn't it? This actually looks quite cool, this. Coming soon. It's going to be a free game. In the kind of Star Trekky RPG kind of way. Yeah. I'm going to add it to my wish list just to get told. So there we go. Very quickly on Verge, not a lot going on. Nintendo got their hands slapped recently. In fact, as recently as Tuesday, 2 days ago, for an ongoing recurring technical issues with Joy-Cons. I did note, being a Switch owner, I got an email from Nintendo saying, hey guys, all around the world right now, in most places, if you have a problem with your Joy-Con, we'll fix it for free. So the good old European Commission yielding some weight, and smiting Nintendo with their faulties. So now you can get them for free in most parts of Europe, which I was quite pleased about. And I've only just got my Switch, and in any case, I don't use the Joy-Cons. I bought myself a little controller. I do want that cap, though. Look at that. That is awesome. I want that. I love this little setup here that somebody's gone to real trouble. They've spread the Joy-Cons, you see, it's very artistic, across a EU flag and slapped a little Mario hat down as well. They put some thought into that. Good on you. So that's happening there. Of course, the Mario game, we didn't get that far. Oh yes, before I go. Tonight, in 3 hours, the Rokk Players on this here channel is going to be live. It's the real in-depth, dig deep, knowledgeable place for all of we've just touched on. And I know they're going to be talking about the new Mario movie. Now, I don't know, Ant, whether you've actually seen it yet, but I know Ant Cowboy pops in on his way home. Rokk, this week's Dying Light and Shapes on Epic Game next week. What have I missed then, my friend? Because unless they haven't updated yet, they always update normally. About an hour ago. Let me go back. Oh, look at me giraffe. Oh, aren't they lovely? Look at them. Bless them, the little giraffes. That's my Bing screensaver today. Beautiful creatures. I do like giraffes. They just make their way around the world, don't they? Making their way in the world today as a giraffe with a very long neck. Free games, there you go. He's right. What happened there then? What did I go to? I went, oh, that's weird. Oh no, I was here. Play for free. Thank you, Gary. Bless you, my friend, for putting me on the right track. You're absolutely right. Wow. Look at this. Oh, now I'm happier. Dying Light Enhanced Edition. Dying Light. It's a zombie game, not for everybody. We'll get over to a non-contentious screen. But I own Dying Light 2, the ray tracey version on Steam. And I did play Dying Light in the game. It was absolutely superb. I'm definitely going to add that one to my list. Well, Gary, thank you, my friend. You saved the day there. If you hadn't have come in, we'd have moved across and people would have said, don't go and watch Rokk. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm definitely placing that order. There you go. That's how we do it. That one's in the library. Thank you, Epic. Thank you, my friend. I don't want you to download it, though, because it's probably on GeForce Now. And then, if we go back, there were more. Doobie-dee-doo-be-doo-doo. Back you go. Come on. Thank you. Shapes, which is a really interesting looking puzzle game. This is one of those games that you see the screens and you think, that looks a bit bland. And then you play it And it's like, aha, this is one of the best games I've ever played. So you definitely want to get this one. I'm going to add that one to the old list. Reaver the Beaver live streamed on Twitch for the first time earlier today. Did you, my friend? Was that on Luna? How did you do it? What was your experience? What platform did you use? And what did you stream? And was it you? Did you show yourself? Or did you do the thing that most of us start by just playing the game? No mic, no camera, bit scared, bit nervous. And then we pluck up the courage and we get our little voice. Hello, hello, I'm really scared. Please be nice. And then we're like, I enjoy this. And we invest in a camera and we're like, hey, good looking. Welcome to the stream. It was Valhalla, very basic. That's good, that's all right. Reaver the Beaver, is that your channel name? Oh no, Gary's asking for it. Thank you, Gary. What is your channel name? Reaver the Beaver? Because he changes his name all the time. All the time. Absolutely. Shapes is good. Mordauer. That's coming. That's a next week one or thereabouts. I don't want to show trailers because it's got adult stuff, but it's a slashy thing with swords and the like. A medieval slasher. Now here's the thing. They didn't wear this stuff. They didn't. It was for show. They'd come on the horse, on their massive horses, and the horses in medieval battles weren't like the horses in Yellowstone, right? They were like massive, huge, elephant-like shire horses because they had to carry this stuff. It was the lord and the local barons and such that wore this, and they never got into the fight. They'd head down the hill with all their kit on, and then they'd turn heel and let all the peasants get slaughtered wearing their t-shirts and shorts and flip-flops, as they did. They used to wear that in those days. Yes, they did. You couldn't just wield a sword wearing 18 ton of armour. It never happened. But also Second Extinction. This has been in early access forever and a day, hasn't it? I remember this early accessing it. It was really good, having said that. I think it came to Xbox in early access. But I don't know when it's coming out of early access. But it's a fun old game. Who doesn't like battling dinosaurs? Who doesn't? Come on, be honest with us. Yes. Look out. It's look for Crobat. Is that a 0 or a capital O? Raven. It looks like a 0. I would say that was CR, Charlie Romeo, 0, Whiskey Bravo, Alpha Tango. That's what that is. There you go, guys. That's going to do it for today. We covered some ground. Gary, thank you for saving my beans there, my friend. I really appreciate that. That is a 0, says. Oh, look at that. Rokk. Brilliant. Unfortunately, I forgot to turn the option to save last Steams. Oh, on Twitch. So when you go on my channel, you won't see anything. Yeah, it's the downside. Don't forget, you can stream to YouTube, though, with PlayStation. You're not limited purely to Twitch, unlike Xbox or Luna, or even Shield Pro for GeForce Now. You can stream to YouTube, which is awesome. I'd love to see more. I'd love to see more platforms give you that option. You can't, Rokk. What do you mean you can't? Of course you can. What are you talking about, bro? Unless they've banned you from YouTube, have they? Have they taken you offline, my friend? Have you been a naughty beaver? Is that what's been going on? Have you been being naughty on YouTube? I bet that's what's been going on. You keep changing the name. Livestream has been restricted. I thought that might be the case. It's because you kept changing your name, isn't it? Huh? I noticed of late you've not been changing your name, you cheeky little beaver. This is what they do. I've sussed you, Beav. It was banned, yes. Why was it banned? Because you kept changing your name. They don't like that, you see. They think you're trying to defraud us innocent people. Bless you. Well, appeal it. Tell them Rokk said you're an okay guy, and they'll be fine. They know me. They'll be good. You'll be all right. I got community guidelines. You well. Now you have to repent, my friend. Now, God's okay, because God loves a sinner. And as long as you've repented, I can't say the same for Google. I've got to be honest. They're not quite in the same league as the boss, right? As the big fella. But talk nicely to them. Mine is Big Gaz Gamer. I posted Garfield Kart of... Oh, awesome. Garfield Kart is such a great game, Gary. I'm going to make sure if I'm not already, my friend, I promise you I will subscribe to you. Because I've got a feeling I already am, but I'm going to double check. Because I love that name. Big Gaz Gamer. Awesome. Big Gaz Gamer. And while I'm here, I'm going to make sure that I'm subscribed to Crystal as well. There you are, Big Gaz Gamer. Guys, get over and subscribe to Big Gaz. I've just added my subscription, my friend, so I'm now in your list. And while we're here, if I remember rightly, it was... Crystal, remind me again. What was it? It was CS, and then I've forgotten the rest because I'm useless. Remind me. You're more than welcome, my friend. We're all friends here. C-S-U-R-E-T-T, beg your pardon. So Crystal Surette. Is that Surette? Is that how it's pronounced? Surette? Sounds very French, actually, in origin. I'm just going to find you and make sure that I am subscribed. Let's have a look. Oops, wrong keyboard. Oopsie. Make sure that I get you. There we are. C-S-U-R-E-T-T. Do-be-de-do-de-do. Oh, bless. First video. Oh, sweet. Right. We are doing okay. We've got 35 subscribers now, Crystal. And your little 15-second video, which looks like did you film this with your phone against the screen? So what are you playing on? How do you play Dreamlight Valley? I've got a load of content creator videos, by the way. If you look on my playlists, and you play it on your iPhone. So you can install something called Prism, P-R-I-S-M, as in the prism of light, and it allows you, when you install it, to stream the game on your phone. So you can actually do that without having to use a second screen and film the second screen. To have a look at Prism, I have used in the past the PC version. It is an amazing free app, by the way. There's no cost to it, but you can use it as well for streaming. It's not your phone. Buy yourself a cheap Android. Just get yourself a cheap Android phone. You can pick them up like a burner for like $40 or $50. Or, here's the thing, if you can, subscribe to Amazon Luna. You can play on your phone, a very, very cheap phone. You can buy the cheapest possible phone, all right? And you can play on there and stream from your phone, but it won't send it from your phone, whereas Prism does. What it does is it sends it from their server. So you're not using any of your data. You can play at home on your Wi-Fi or something, and that works an absolute treat. DM me on Twitter or on the Discord if you want any further help on that one. Always happy to help members with content creating, and we'll get you up and running in no time. Already have Amazon. I play on PC. Well, we can get you, you can stream on your PC, but Amazon actually, no. I'm going to backtrack on that. I just remembered it's not on Amazon, is it? But there's ways to do it. GeForce Now has a free account, and they have Disney Dreamlight Valley on there. So you could do that. That's what you could do. You could use your GeForce Now account to stream from there. Anyway, lots of stuff, lots of ways to do it. If you do want any advice or help, let me know. I'm going to bring the show to a timely end right now. So guys, thank you so much for all of your kindness. Vet, for your donations today, my friend. Thank you, bro. And for rejoining after 18 months. Of course, Crystal for the VIP as well. Thank you so much for that. Discord link should be in the description for the show. If it's not, because sometimes I don't add the info until after. Let me just have a quick look. Yes, it's in there. You might have to... or is it? Yes, it is. Yeah, if you look in the description, it says where else to find Rokk. and there is a Discord link there. That's an open. I don't do any of the whole vetting stuff. Just join in, jump in, and join us. There's a few other little places that you'll find me as well. I have a website, rockshow.com, which is these days largely used to promote my big old giveaways. And just to remind you about my big old giveaways, the big one of the month is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I actually need to go in and update my site. I've just spotted there are 2 of these that have already been drawn. Jedi Survivor, the draw is in 21 days, April the 28th. And that actually is to win Star Wars Jedi Survivor on a platform of your choice. So wherever it exists, I will buy you a copy of that game for that platform. Plus, you will get a month of GeForce Now Ultimate, a month of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, or a month of PS Plus Premium, whichever of those 3 you want, with the game of your choice. So definitely worth entering. If you're a Team Rock member, you are in the draw already, but that doesn't stop you adding more if you want to. You can enter as often as you want, and that's definitely the way to go. Right, guys, I smell food cooking. It is indeed dinner time in England, Leicestershire, lunchtime on the East Coast, and just after breakfast on the West Coast. And of course, dinner time for my European friends as well. So have yourselves a fantastic Thursday. I will absolutely try to get a stream up and running tomorrow. As I say, public holiday, family come first, all that stuff. If it's not going to happen, then I will let you know. I'll tweet it out and DM it and put something out to members and so on. And obviously take down the link. Sorry, keyboard, didn't mean to hurt you. You all right, my little friend? Good stuff. Have a fantastic Thursday. Have a fantastic rest of the week. Don't forget, Rock Players in 2 hours and 40 minutes. Brilliant show. I may or may not be on it. I haven't made my mind up yet. We will see. Either way, you take care, guys. I will see you all very, very, very soon. Bye-bye.
The way that I see